It is 6:13. Welcome back to Wake Up Northwest. And in this week's Madeline Motivates, the United Nations has recently declared a code red for humanity, citing the dangers of global climate change. But when it comes to protecting the environment, we all can make a difference. Finding the motivation to take action starts with understanding that the benefits far outweigh the costs. Allan Felsot, entomology and environmental toxicology professor at WSU Tri-Cities, is on the phone with us right now to help motivate us to make that difference. Good morning, Allan.
Good morning.
Well, let's go ahead and start with analyzing the costs and the benefits. Allan, what would you say are the costs of taking action to protect our planet?
Well, the first thing you got to realize is that we as individuals value our own space, our own rights and whatnot, but we very much benefit by what's happening in the community, or think of the community as your entire environment. And that's because that gives you a lot of what we call ecosystem services. It helps us humans to live well. But there are some costs, right? There's going to be time so you can do your little things as an individual to help the environment. And there might need to be a reorientation of the tax money. I'm not talking about more taxes, but just reorienting our money so that we can help our community. If we help our community, we're therefore helping ourselves. So those are about the only costs that I really see. But the benefits are tremendous.
Well, what are the benefits? I'm curious about that.
Well, we could take the benefits of what we call ecosystem services. So those are things like your clean air, fertile soil. We don't think about this much, but, you know, we go out, we love to hike, we love parks and whatnot. So there's cultural and recreational ecosystem services also. If we put a money value on that and consider also the marine environment as well as our land environment, scientists have estimated this as about $33 trillion of equivalent value to us. So
wow.
There's tremendous benefit to it.
Absolutely. You also say healthier individuals and healthier communities. That's a benefit. Can you expand on that a bit?
Sure. Well, as individuals, we always think about what's happening to ourselves. But in order for us to be healthy, in order for us to have the freedoms we love, we have to have communities and environment, of course, is what I mean by communities also, that are also healthy, that are also doing well. So they feed back to us because there's this tremendous interdependence.
Absolutely. Well, saving energy does save money. We learned that in Alex's story earlier this morning. And so we can clearly see the benefits outweigh the costs. But Allan, you say another big motivator for making a difference is the fact that everything is connected. So what really is the connection between us and our environment?
Sure. Well, everything we do can affect the area around us. But let's take clean water, right? We need our water, but how does it get clean? Well, it gets clean because there's a community effort to keep it clean. So we as individuals will benefit, but we also have to, in a way, give back to the community because that community or environment is cleaning the water for us. Same thing with talking about climate change before. Well, it has to do with the kind of gases we as humans have because of the way we use fuels that put into the environment. Well, we've changed the atmospheric composition a bit, so we just have to be careful because we want to make sure that air, the quality of the air, is going to be helpful to not everybody, but of course then we benefit as individuals. So
absolutely.
You can't separate out what's around you from what you need yourself.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think one more question for you, Allan. A big thing with motivation is reward. And you say that it can help by choosing to do something to make a difference that's actually fun or enjoyable. Can you give us a quick example of one way you might make it fun?
Sure. One thing, when I have to go out and do some weeding or some work outside or whatnot, yeah, there's physical labor there, but I just put on some headphones, listen to music or podcasts or whatnot. So think of ways that, kind of keep your mind engaged while you're actually doing the so-called work, and then the work doesn't seem like work anymore. It just becomes a routine that, you're going to get benefit out of it.
Oh, that's so true. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Allan. Some great points in terms of motivation. Now, just remember that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, right? If every person, each one of us, did just one thing to protect the environment, made it fun, made it personal, imagine how big of an impact we'd really have on our world if we all did that.